So Teal,
Hmm.
what happened?
Oh, don't even interview me.
Do post and build up on the 6th.
Post build up and crown.
Somebody has a toothache.
It's because you punched me in the middle of the night, didn't you?
That would have made it feel a lot better though.
It just came right on.
Luckily somebody's open on Friday, so that's good. Hopefully they'll get you in soon. So I'm taking a little break and I wanted to get you guys caught up on what's been happening this past week. So as you can see, we are still on the heart, working on projects, trying to get them all done to get splashed back in. But for the past week, we had a little monkey wrench thrown into our plans because that's what happens, right? Teal hasn't been feeling good for the past, I'd say 4 or 5 days. And it started out as a headache that wouldn't go away, and then it became a toothache. And at first he thought it was because he was clenching his jaw at night or what. But anyways, we decided to go to a local dentist here, and the dentist here could not give us a definitive answer as to why he was having this pain. He couldn't pinpoint it to anything in particular. And right now we're pretty lucky because we're still close to Seattle that we can hop on a ferry and head back over to see our normal dentist. Before we left, Teal and I and Emma went and had full physicals and went over our charts and also making sure that everything was up to date with our doctor and our dentist. So as much as you take all the precautions and think that you got it handled, things like this happens. And while you're traveling, you're not going to have that luxury of always having your dentist nearby. Right now it is for us, so we decided to do that. But even when we traveled before, we were able to find really great doctors and dentists around. And it just goes to show that even when you make plans and take every precaution, things happen. And we're okay with that. So this week, it's going to be Emma and I on the boat, and we're going to tackle these projects on our own while Teal is taking care of himself. So wish me luck, wish Emma luck, because we are getting busy.
Okay, I'm on the ferry, heading to Seattle. Gotta take care of this. Oh, mouth hurts. Hopefully I can knock it out in a couple days. Less than a week. That's my plan. We'll see. Well, came in by ferry last night. Spent the night at my mom's place in our old marina. I'm gonna walk in to our dentist this morning and hopefully they could see me and figure out what's going on, because I cannot live like this. So let's see what they say. That was quick. They were real nice. Got me right in. Took a couple x-rays and referred me to an endodontist. I have an appointment this morning at 9:30. Boy, it'd be nice to get all this taken care of in a day. It's probably unheard of. We'll see what happens. I gotta get back to the boat. I got too much to do. I feel bad leaving Linh and Emma up at the boatyard working away without me. But I just gotta get this done. consultation with my dentist this morning at 7. I just finished up my root canal. It's 11:45. Back to the dentist to make an appointment for my permanent crown. Okay, it's going quick though. It's going real quick.
So you guys notice where we're sitting. This is where our helm seat is going to be. And we had a lot of comments about where our helm seat is and how dangerous it is. But trust us, we want one more than anything. And since we're on the hard and there's so many fabricators around here, Emma and I went yesterday and scouted out one that can do this project for us. Teal already sketched this out. So I hope that his instructions are self-explanatory for the welder, because we just don't have time to wait for Teal to get back. And so fingers crossed that he does a good job and we can surprise Teal when he gets back.
My dad's still gone, so my mom and I are going to go to Peter's and check out how our helm seat's doing. It should be done by now. We're here.
So great news. Peter called and said that our helm seat's ready, and I picked it up. I think it looks really similar to the photo that we gave him, but we're gonna go ahead and get this dry fitted. It's a little rough, so before Teal gets back, we're gonna buff this out. So it's actually really light. Let's go.
Okay, this is day 2. Got most of my dental work done yesterday. I'm feeling much better already. I have one more appointment this morning and back to the boat. Hasn't been too bad here. Spent the night at my mom's houseboat and converted her living area here into a little makeshift editing studio. Just cranking out the next video. It's worked out pretty well. I'll be honest. Walking through our old marina, gosh, it's only been 3 weeks, but it feels so distant already. We were here a long time, and it looks different. There's different boats in here, just because I'm not seeing the day-to-day activity, I guess. So it's interesting. It's really interesting to take a walk through here. It's the first time I've walked through since we left. Wow. The end of our dock looks interesting. Without our boat here and another boat in its place. Crazy. I feel so bad. Left Linh and Emma up there. I know she's a strong lady, so she's probably getting a lot done. Probably more done than when I'm there. I'm on to my last appointment right now. And if this goes smooth, I'll be out of here in an hour, heading north, back on the ferry. And I should be back to the boat by early afternoon. I'm excited. Everything's feeling better. Pain is almost gone. Ugh, that was unbearable. But figured out a way. We got it done. Lynn's a trooper. Gotta hand it to her. Okay, walking into my next appointment. I'll check in a few minutes. Okay, that's all done. Thank you, Pacific Modern Dentistry. You guys have been awesome. I'm telling you, to orchestrate all this in 2 days and at a fair price and minimal pain, I'm telling you, I'm loving it. Okay, let's get back to the boat. Pretty light load on the ferry today. It's one beauty of it, riding it in the middle of the week. Boy, we're shaking and shimmying though. Cooking along at about 18 knots right now. Gonna go into Kingston right over here.
All right, so Teal just pulled in, and Emma and I are just gonna hang out here and see if he notices any of the changes that's happened since while he was gone, because we worked our butts off. What do you think? Do you think he's gonna notice this thing?
Probably.
So we'll see. Okay, one more confessional before Teal gets back. I'm hot, I'm sweaty, I'm sticky, dirty, and I'm covered in paint glitter. These past 2 days have been rough, and I'm trying to hold it together, but I am so happy that Teal is getting back and we can tag team this job, because it's no fun doing it alone. So, welcome back, Teal.
Oh my God, you guys got a lot done.
Hi.
Hi, honey.
Missed you.
You seem much better.
Oh,
Yeah, you feeling better?
a million times better. A million times better. Hey,
You
Compass.
see- Did you see all the work we did?
Yeah, what's going on here? You did not have enough time to do this. Oh my God, it's light.
Yeah.
Does it fit?
I don't know, I haven't even tested it, but it's all on your specs. So if there is an issue, it's your fault.
It's all on me. Okay, I gotta try this. Hang on.
Wow.
Holy cow, it's gonna work.
Looks cool there. Is that where it's gonna go?
Yeah. Yeah, it's perfect.
Wow.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
It's awesome.
God, I can't believe how light it is.
I know.
Okay.
Missed you.
You guys got a lot done.
I know.
Oh, okay. Let's go celebrate. I feel much better.
Yeah.
Okay. I am feeling healthy now. Finally. Boy, it took a couple days. I thought I was going to die. An abscessed tooth is no fun, let me tell you. But it's all taken care of. I'm back at the boat, and I feel 100%. I spent the morning sanding out this deck stiffener and laying out my first layup here. It's gonna be a 25-foot run, all overhead, so it'll be fun. Lynn's gonna help me. We've got it's gonna be about 5 layers total. It's gonna go on here. I really wanna beef this up. I mean, actually the purpose of this is to give a little stability to the deck, so I wanna make sure it's nice and strong. We'll keep doing laminations until we achieve that. So let's get the first one on.
Okay, Teal, second pour of the day.
I know, it's fun over your head, isn't it?
It's a messy, messy job.
Well, you just gotta keep moving. I'll get it down, stuck to the surface, and then we'll come back and work it and clean up the drip. So just the key is keeping it out of your face.
And have epoxy girl right behind you.
Yep.
It's like a superhero, aren't I?
You are. Always feels a little chaotic working over your head, but this actually went down pretty nice. Got the first tape down, used a 3-inch tape this full run, and got it lapped over the front and down the other side. Okay, this is kicked, but it hasn't cured. It's gonna take overnight. So I'll let that go so I can sand that out tomorrow and start working on the next layers. Been working on sanding this bridge deck. Got my couple hours in just now. I also popped these rudders back in. Just set them in place and shimmed them exactly where they need to be. That way I could start this project tomorrow, getting this all glassed in permanently. Got the other one in as well. Okay. I'm tired. It was a big day. I think I'll call it. Hit it hard first thing in the morning. See you then. Okay, we've been busy getting back in the groove. Been layering glass cloth on here, and in between each layer been sanding out. I'm getting ready for one more. This is a 8-inch. This one's gonna wrap all the way up and around. I've also been working in the chain locker here. This is where our new anchoring system's going in. So I've added 3 chain locker drains. Just epoxied these in last night. I'll flush these off and glass over these. Let's see what else I've been up to. Been working on the rudders. Let's see where these are at. I've put these cassettes in permanently now and started to fill the void with thickened epoxy with a kaleido silica, and I'll start layering glass cloth to get this flush out here and then put full laminations over this. That's the next step, but a little each day. I'm not trying to rush this. Try to get a layer on each day on these, get a layer on the deck stiffener, and get some sanding done. So feels like Groundhog's Day right now, but we'll just keep at it. Okay, can you get me something?
More circulation?
I have some blood in my arms. Oh my God. Usually you can stop to take a break, but I can't stop right now. This will fall.
Yeah, it's a continuous.
Okay, we're getting there though. Another 6 feet.
This method looks like it's gonna work, huh?
Yeah, it's running pretty smooth actually. We barely dripped a thing today. 2 or 3 drips today, not bad, huh?
Not bad.
Okay, let's take a look how this turned out. Pretty happy with that. 25-foot run. And it just laid down nicely. Getting that down, aren't you?
I kinda am. How many have we done now?
This is the 4th.
So it looks like Teal's making a mess.
Not too bad. What, 5 drips? That's not too bad for 25 feet.
I see 5 drips. This is how many layers now?
Well, this is the 4th layer. Just trying to get it up here. I'll line it up once it's up.
I already pre-mix
The next batch?
the next batch.
Okay. Last lamination for today. Let this cure overnight, and we'll get 1 or 2 on tomorrow.
Is it feeling strong?
Every layer, every layer. This is another 3-inch tape. I'm staggering it back just a 1/4 inch so I could get a nice even fairing on this at the end. But it's getting a good bite onto the stiffener.
Okay, it's the last layer.
This is number 6?
I think
it's
so.
Number 6. Yep, this is it.
And then we can move on to the next step.
Yeah, for sure. Of course, then we got to sand this out and fair it, but
Well, this is the next step then.
we're getting there.
So far, no bumps or anything, so that's good.
Yeah, no, this stuff lays down nice.
All right, I'm gonna mix up some more epoxy for you.
Okay. And good morning. This is cured nicely overnight, even though it's a lousy day. I mean, it's been raining all night. It's soaking wet, but I think I have enough protection onto here to get this on. So we'll work on that today. I'll also be bouncing back to this bridge deck. You know, we're getting there. It's been a lot of work. A lot of people are saying just sandblast it. Well, or soda blast it. I would love to soda blast this. But in order to soda blast this 500 square feet, I would have to fully enclose the boat to meet the requirements for the yard here and contain all the median. It's a lot of work. So for this small amount, I mean, I say a small amount, it's a large amount for us to hand sand, but for under 500 square feet to bag the boat and contain all that media, it's a big expense and a lot of work up front. Yeah, it'd be easier, but you know what? Sanding this is not, I mean, it's been a lot of work, but I am now familiar 100% with every square inch of this bridge deck, and it's comforting in a way. I don't know why. It's just, I've gone through this boat the same way. Every single inch of this boat I know, inside and out. I could tell you every little dimple and crease and just detail that I need to fix or fair or sand. And in the long run, I don't know, it's soothing in a way. A lot of work, but I'm up for it. We're probably 2/3, maybe 3/4 of the way down to this bridge deck, so we're getting there. Let's keep bouncing up there. Lynn and I just taking turns and getting through it.